what do we have here? Some CBum Essentials Raw pre-workout. No, I'm not sponsored. No, I'm not getting paid for this, but it's delicious. You should try it. This one's the sour watermelon, I think. Yeah, sour watermelon. That's what it tastes like, at least to me right now. And it tastes... I'm waiting here for an Uber. Technically, I haven't ordered the Uber yet, but I got to get to the gym here. My van still isn't registered. I gotta get some insurance on it and do a couple steps here to get the van fully ready to be driven. And I don't know if you can see if I pull this back. No, you can't really see it, but yeah, I gotta get the whatchamacallit fixed. The windshield. The windshield is nice and shattered, so that's one thing that needs to be fixed before I drive it. Can't drive that around. Also, a side rear view, and then a tire or two needs to be replaced so that it's safe and sound. However, today, let's talk about it. We're doing back and shoulders. So, we're doing our rear delts, our front delts, our, lats, and then our traps. Ooh, yeah. Anyway. Yeah, no, we love back day. Back day is something that it's not. I like that I get to say the same thing as Sam Sulek sometimes. But my back is not a weak point for me. I've always had a pretty decent amount of muscle, even when I'm like super thin. I've had a decent amount of musculature that you can see along the back. And as I get bigger, it looks so much better. I mean, you can't really, I don't know. The lat spread used to be non-existent. I mean, I used to try and there'd be nothing. But now there's a little bit, but I still don't really know how to spread it too accurately. But, I mean, you can see them coming through. All I can say is that it's a fun group of muscles. It's a group of muscles that I really enjoy tuckering myself out on. I have no shortage of ability to push to failure, to push as hard as I need to on back day. Now that I have lifting straps, now that I have some stuff that I can wrap around the bar and just continue using the lats without needing to worry about my grip failing, game changer. Game changed. So, XP gained in the back category. I'll have to do another one of these edits that I did today. I got a lot of success on it, honestly. I was really happy that people enjoyed this video that I put out of the 6-month transformation. After today's workout, I'm going to do a few of the same poses that I did when I was first starting working out. And I had no idea what I was doing. But I'm still going to do them and see how much my back has grown in development since. So that's going to be fun. We'll just keep doing this content stuff and see if this ever gains any traction, because you never know. People like to see big transformations, and from what I've gathered, I've gone through a pretty good amount, and I mean I still got a ways to go, but I'm encroaching on 40 pounds gained in 6 months. Well, 7 months now. So if I, by the end of July, get to 137, that'll be 40 pounds in 7 months, which, I mean, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. At least in my standards. At least from what I've seen online, too. People will talk about gaining 50 pounds in a year or 80 pounds in a year, and they're like, oh, this guy's got to be on steroids. It's like, I don't think so anymore. This can happen if you're a really skinny dude and you're just new to the gym and you're just starting to get your newbie gains and all that good jazz. You can definitely hit a good 50 pounds in a year, and that's my goal, is to get to 150 by the end of the year. By the end of this bulk, I'm trying to get to 150. That's about the end of this pre-workout here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's good stuff. So, workouts that we're going to be doing today. Most likely some chest supported rows, some rear flies, supersets all over the place. We'll see when we get there. But yeah, I think it's about time to hit the gym. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and order that Uber. This should be a nice, quick introductory to the workout that is to come. So, let's cut to that. That should have been a cool... That should have been a cool transition there. So, we'll ignore that. We're going to keep it in, but we're going to ignore it. That's how we're going to deal with it. Anyway, it was a great back and shoulder workout. I'll take you through it. What we started off with was some T-bar rows. So, something that I didn't really realize about the machine that I was using was that you didn't have to use the bars that are parallel to each other that are on it. You can actually grip it along the bar that is there for gripping. So I decided to go for that today, and it was definitely, I think, way more effective at targeting the muscle group that I want to warm up right there at the beginning. So that's a upgrade there, I gotta say. Because like later on in the workout, I do a chest supported row movement, which is again like, you know, parallel bars. If I were to do them at the same time, it'd be the same motion later on. So it doesn't make sense to kind of double up on that motion. So I was kind of like, what's going on here? What do I have to do to make this make sense? And that's where I ended up falling back on there. I'm right now waiting on my chicken pot pie to cool on down so I can munch and get the rest of my calories in here for the day. Yeah, this shirt really makes these arms look small. It is what it is. But yeah, after the T-bar rows, we went ahead and did a what did we do? After the T-bar rows, we went for, if I'm not mistaken, after the T-bar rows, we did, God, I can't remember. We did the T-bar rows, and then we went into a superset of the mag pull downs. That's what we did. We went to a mag pull down superset with the lateral raises. That is one of my favorite exercises there, the dumbbell lateral raises, as well as the machine supported lateral raise. That I truly do love a lot. But going forth after that, we went ahead and hit a series of shoulder presses, which fantastic feel. I feel like the sets there were super solid. We went up in weight just a slight progressive overload, about 5 pounds extra than we did last week. Going into it, we then went for, it's so funny because you just watched it, so me trying to recall it right now is almost silly. All right, but we then went into our the supersets of rear delt actions, and as well as our pull down actions. You know what I'm saying? Right. And then we ended it with the chest supported single arm rows into the rear, the Y's, the Y raises. I either have that mixed up with the other one. I either have the Y raises mixed up with the superset on the pull downs. No, I know that it was these ones on the pull downs and Y raises after the rows. The rows. That makes sense. That makes the most sense, at least. So that was our last little back exercise, and then we capped it off with a nice set of captain chair raises, just to start getting those abdominal muscles stretching and contracting. Yep. Tell you what, going to the gym late at night is one of the best feelings. There's very little interference between machines. You don't have to really wait for anything. You can just go straight into what you're working on, and once you're done, you get a little bit of time just to yourself. You know what I mean? In the locker room and stuff like that. A lot of times there's not going to be a ton of people in there with you. But I will say, when I went into the gym today, there was one seat in the sauna that I took and filled up the last available sitting spaces in our little sauna in our locker room. That was quite the sight to behold, and we all had a good old belly laugh as soon as I took that seat, because it was sardines. It was one of the more, how do I put this? I don't want to say grotesque, but it was a virile moment of manliness to be that fucking packed into a sauna. That's all I can say about it. But that's about it, man. That's about all I can say for that. And I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your night. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the day. And I'm going to go ahead and go eat my pop pie. I already consumed my last protein shake of the day. This is my last meal of the day, and then I can finally go to bed. I am so excited. I am always excited to get myself a good night's sleep. 8 hours, boys. No more. Well, you can get more. Just a little bit more. But no less. No less than 8 hours. We want our recovery on point. Hydration on point. I left my other water bottle at the Wawa when I went and got a quesadilla the other day. It was pretty sad. I leave my stuff everywhere. It's bad. Having ADHD is quite a hurdle in some situations. But I will say, I am keeping hydrated. I get to keep my big jug on me. And then take your multivitamins, take your magnesium, take your supplements, take your creatine, take the stuff you know is going to help you in your journey of body transformation. And you stay spicy, stay saucy, stay bubbling.